Hello folks, it's time to do this Midland 4001 part 2. So we got a replacement display from Andy at Lake Vintage Audio and Mr. Chippie has fitted it. Now it's a lot of work, it's a good hour plus, because although it's on a printed circuit board, all the 14 plus wires have got to come off. So we'll get it powered up. The other thing is they're too bright because time has marched on, and as you can imagine, these things have got brighter over the last 40 odd years. It's not that the old ones faded. So we got a piece of film, kind of automotive film that people put on car windows. So that's now over the display. We'll power up, and there we have a green display, and I've no doubt that everything has now got bars that work. So it's an expensive thing to do. It's expensive in time, even at minimum wage, and it's expensive in parts. So I did run the front through the dishwasher. I don't normally do this for customers, but whilst it was in so many bits, it just seemed a sensible thing to do. So we'll pop that back on. Got to get these LEDs to go through the bezel. Just the meter. There we go. We're in. Put the knobs through the dishwasher as well. Start putting it together. You know what? I did that Amstrad for an end user the other day, and we got twice as many hits on that. When I look at the figures, when I do a new set, we did that PNI set for trucking and farming, very few viewing figures. When I do a Midland Precision series or an Amstrad, doesn't matter how many times we do these sets, because the original plan was only to cover one set once, so people had a reference as to how these things are serviced. But it hasn't ended up like that. You know what, I'm going to switch the power off, because the last thing I want to do is to drop a screw inside and short something out. It's very warm today, it's 30 degrees, and I've got a job to do for someone. He's being evicted for hoarding, and he only lives 7.5 miles away. I said he could hoard some of his hoard here temporarily, but there's a couple of radiograms he's got which I said he could keep here for the meantime, and I'm going to have to go in the van tomorrow and be there at 10 o'clock. It's only 8 miles away, and then come back 8 miles, and the van hasn't got air conditioning, and I suffer from getting overheated and getting hay fever and goodness knows what. I'm not looking forward to that, so wouldn't happen at a worse time. Right, I better put the soldering iron on, and whilst that warms up, we'll put some of these knobs on. We'll try and put them in somewhere like the right place, but I've said before, you know, I get people putting, you haven't got the RF gain at full. Well, they don't know, except by the knob position. There we go. And on these sets, the RF gain switches on and off. You either have it in local, in which case the RF gain is active, or DX, in which case it isn't active. And that has the advantage, you can have a particular RF gain level and you can switch between local and DX when you need it. So it's a feature that not a lot of sets have got. We've got that at full, we've got squelch at minimum, we want mic gain to full, and there we go. Where's the channel knob? Ah, there it is. And if they've still got some writing on them, did I leave it on channel 40? I think I did. Right. Which brings me to another thing. They've got a problem with the dishwasher, so I've ordered a replacement dishwasher, and it's too hot to go and hump it 100 yards from where it is at the moment, where it's been delivered, into my kitchen. So this set was absolutely done and finished. Other than that, this looks like spider poo. Now, some technique, isn't there, to putting these on? And what you've got to do is you've got to put the countersink screw at the back. So that bracket, if you've got the slidey bracket, will actually fit. We've got a couple of short vintage camcorder road trips, both to the same kind of area. One was to Arnold, Nottingham, and the other was to Calverton, just outside Arnold, Nottingham, on consecutive days. One was to pick up a couple of broken Dansette record players for me, and then the next day it was a broken guitar amplifier for Mr. Chippie. So we'll kind of put those two together, and it is a vintage camcorder, so it won't be the 4K resolution. It's not only a vintage camcorder, it's a disc camcorder. We're actually using the disc that's in it, complete with somebody's kids' pictures and fish tank pictures and whatever they've got pictures. And I always am saddened by that people sell these things on and they don't have the disc. It's still in the machine. Are these things just ex-bereavement and clearance? I don't know, but it's always sad. Right, so we'll get our standard mic. So these are Cybernet wired. They're not Cybernet sets, they're Maxon sets. We'll get this into the test gear. I'll put picture in picture on. I'll plug it into the test gear and make sure it does what it's supposed to do. Power back on. Channel 20. Fraction over the 4 watts. Just listen to it on our walkie-talkie. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Here we are. We've got a dirty switch on our standard test mic, listen. Just make sure that these are plumped up, because that's another source of problems on any sets which have got these sockets. When they've got these split pins which can lose their springiness. Of course, when we're using the same mic, we've been using the same mic for a year, this is going to have lost its springiness as well. So it does show up that. Now, that isn't the issue, you know, I've said that it's the PTT switch, but it seemed sensible to do that. Right. Let's put it on the aerial. Switch the test gear off. Banana Roger. Take that off. Well, they're actually out of bed at 4 o'clock. Yeah, that display brightness, as that kit's supplied from Andy's, absolutely spot on. I think it's very impressive. So thank you to him, and a good shout out to him as well. We'll get this on the air tested tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh no, we've got the on the air test, but we'll see what happens tomorrow when I've humped around a few radiograms in a fan without air conditioning at 31 degrees centigrade. Thanks for watching.